Welcome to the wonderful world of How Lee Sees It. I am the woman of the hour, Asia Lee, your podcaster, your life coach, your mentor, your friend, your sister, your philanthropist, your mental health advocate, your youth development counselor. Let me stop. Your social media manager, whatever you need, I am here for you. Okay? Today, I just wanted us to have a heart-to-heart conversation that I think is quite necessary, and it's been bothering me. It's been on my mind for some time. It's time for me to get it off. With love, I'm going to speak from a place of kindness and patience, peace and understanding, but with authority and assertion so that we may understand that it's time for us to make a real change. And we have to take accountability to how we contribute to our downfall, how we have been destroying ourselves, our communities, our people, okay? How we all play a part in not doing the work, and when you don't do the work within yourself, you spew it out into the world. And now at this point, we're living in a world where nobody's done the work and everybody's just bugging, and everybody has a voice to say all the wrong things, okay? So this episode is really just a cry for help. I am begging and pleading for us to just do better, care more about things that are important. The things that we care about these days is like, it literally took for me to change, for me to understand it. I literally used to live on the shade room. Everybody that knows me knows. Because my mind was not in the right place. Worried about all the wrong things. Gossiping, laughing, and joking. None of it is funny. When I look at the shade room, I'm sad. When I look at the shade room, I see nothing but hurt and pain, insecurities, low self-esteem. And this is all coming from celebrities with money. Because money doesn't buy emotional intelligence. Money doesn't buy happiness. Money doesn't buy self-love. It just further exposes the lack that they have. Because if, in fact, it was so great and grand, all of the business that we see coming out, all the emotions we see arising in the arguing and the back and forth, we would just see them enjoying the life of luxury. But that's not what we're seeing. We're seeing how the black community actually looks when they have money. That's it. Because that's what a lot of us do in our lives. Back and forth arguing, fighting, petty, disrespectful, aggressive, rude, resulting in anger and violence in our every single day lives. And guess what's happening, guys? If nobody understood or noticed yet, we're dying. We're killing ourselves. We're killing each other. We're slowly dying, mentally and physically. And it's due to the lack of emotional intelligence that we have. And there are a lot of things that we were not taught. I get it. But I also understand the side of teaching your damn self. I knew in my brain after a while that things just wasn't right. I knew that just arguing and fussing and fighting did not make me feel good. I felt disturbed. I have anxiety, maybe depression. So why continue to keep doing it? Why continue to keep being a part of it myself? It's not everybody else all the time. It's us. And if we all focused on that individually, then the whole world would change. Because we're all doing the work when we go home, and then we leave our houses. We show up as good people that are loving and protective to one another, whether we know each other or not. I have never been so loving in my entire life to strangers. Help people. The way I see that we just are so desensitized to all the things that happens, and the way that people record in the most toxic and traumatic situations, people dying, fighting, killed, shot, stabbed, and all you see is people recording. No one ever jumping in to help. A girl got beat up the other day in a store. A guy popped on her, but she was in his face as well. Lack of emotional intelligence, learning how to carry ourselves. The arguing and the fussing and fighting is all misplaced anger. And guess what? It has never been beneficial. It's like, at what point do we finally get it? At what point do we finally sit back? Because I can say to myself, anytime that I've ever been angry and argumentative, and I've had fights or been in any type of distressful, violent situations, nothing good ever came of it. So if anybody can tell me a time when there was violence, anger, fighting, and confusion in their lives, and there was good that made them money and kept them happy on the inside, y'all let me know, because that's a different life I've never experienced. But for the most part, it has never been beneficial. Arguing, fussing, and fighting has never been beneficial. At this point, we are losing our lives. Takeoff is the prime example. And I'm so hurt and distraught about it. That's why I have to talk about this, because it's not right. It's not right. It's not right. It's not right. And we can't just keep living like it's okay. We can't just keep living and acting as though we're not a part of the problem. The cops didn't do nothing to them this time. It wasn't racism this time. It wasn't white supremacy this time. It was simply us. And it's simply us a lot. And I'm tired. It's so hard. How are we ever going to be taken seriously? It's so hard. When this is the representation, it's embarrassing. We should be embarrassed. Because it's not happening like this in other cultures. It's not happening like this in other races. I'm not saying other races don't have violence against one another. We know. But black people can't afford this. It makes me emotional because black people cannot afford to live the way that we have been living. Black people cannot afford to waste another day without knowing who they are and finding their purpose and living to serve. Black people can't waste another day with this anger and this violence in our hearts, and we lead them with emotional vengeance daily when we come in contact with people, aggression and agitation and irritation. Black people can't afford to live this way anymore, because guess what? We're not living. It's happening every day. And although I wasn't there when Takeoff died, it's a worldwide issue that happens everywhere in the world. Wrong place, wrong time. You're not even on that type of time. You're not even that type of person. But when you surround yourself with people who aren't thinking higher yet, it is detrimental to your life. It is so wrong. This boy is dead. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong, and we all responsible. We are all responsible for the fact that he's dead. You know why? Because we all got to start caring about each other enough to feel responsible. We all got to start caring about the way that we act enough to feel responsible when something happens to somebody else. Like Khari. Not making him feel alone. Like Kanye, he's his own issue, right? But there are things that he says that has truth to it sometimes, right? Khari didn't even say anything of the nature, and look at how he is shunned. Does that happen for us anywhere in this world? How many people got to apologize and do 6 items and donate to this and meet with Adam Clayton Powell and meet with all these different people? Not Adam Clayton. Meet with our spiritual leaders and our leaders of the black community when they offend us, when they hurt us. That doesn't happen, right? Because we haven't built a strong enough community. It's not nobody else's fault that that doesn't happen. It's because we are so quick to turn on one another. It's disgusting. We should be disgusted. And you know who I'm the most disgusted with? The people that do it in the limelight. Let alone everybody that's still in the hood, angry, got a reason to be. And I'm not saying that money makes their lives so much better that they don't have a reason to be angry, but you have a responsibility and a duty. Every entertainer and every black person with a social media platform has a duty of right and responsibility to our ancestors to live higher and live better. The way Nicki Minaj be going off, just, I can't go from, it's crazy how you could go from looking up to somebody as a young girl since 15 and understanding her greatness. It's the lack of emotional intelligence. It's the lack of self-esteem, because if you are a queen, you don't have to scream about it. Whether we feel like other people deserve to be in their place or not is not your business to tell anyway. Live in your shit. Live in your highness. Live in all your talent. Because all of the mess that comes around it takes away from it every single time. I feel like every time I see her going on a rant and saying this and saying that, it's so immature. And you could be putting that into some bars instead of this ABC 1 2 3 I've been getting. I can say it because I know the difference between bars, Nikki, and all of this mess. But it's because that lack of emotional intelligence is taken away from the talent. You worried about the wrong things. I'm just tired. I'm tired of them not living higher. You got the nerve. And yet our people in my community that I see want to jump on Instagram and drain their dopamine, overextend their dopamine to daggone death, watching, thinking these people living such a great life, and it's just feeding more and more toxicity into their brain. And you're not even doing the right thing with the platform. We should be showing each other how to live better, what to do, because y'all have the opportunity. But no, you're perpetuating more anger and violence. Drake, perpetuating more disrespect. And that was a team up kind of thing. I guess it's everybody against Megan now. And I hope Megan has enough self-esteem and confidence not to care. I cannot believe the way that a lot of these celebrities allow the internet to destroy them or really make them feel a type of way. Sign off already. I know we're not going to sit here and act like our phones, we're jailed to our phones. If you don't like what's going on, sign off. Do your promotions, do the things that you need to do so you can get your money and get out of there. It mind boggles me how much celebrities interact when it comes to the negative comments with random people. But the millions of people, the thousands of followers that you have that write you and send you love every day, you ignore. You know how many times I write people just saying my messages of needing help on getting these words out of better positive platforms, better conversations? No answer. But let them talk about their mama. Let them talk about their getting shot in the foot. Let them talk about their albums. Let them start talking about how much money this person got and this record sold and that record. Everybody got something to say to people they don't know. It is disgusting. It's giving crabs in a bucket. I don't like it. I'm not standing for it anymore. I am concerned. We are killing each other. We are killing ourselves with this mentality, this low vibrational, argumentative, petty, disrespectful to one another, and got the nerve to want to show up in the world and want them to respect us. We already got enough entities against us that don't respect us, and for us to be a helping hand, aid, an aid is laughable to people who are already against us. Look at them. It's laughable. Should be disgusted with the way that we put ourselves out there sometimes. I take myself very seriously now. I'm so proud. Because the way I used to put myself out there, it would be shameful to my ancestors. And the way I put myself out there now, it's the spirit of Harriet in my soul. I got an attitude like Harriet. And I'm on some, you know what? Harriet didn't force nobody that still wanted to be a slave to come. Harriet allowed them to go, because guess what? You coming now or you don't, for you get us all killed, for you get us all messed up. So that's how I feel. It's not about black community anymore. It's about whoever wants to live higher. Because if not, you're getting considered to be left in the gutter. That's it. You want to stay on the plantation? Stay. I'm not begging. This episode is not for me to beg anybody to get off the plantation. It's for me to chin check y'all about how disgusting we have been living. Whether you a celebrity or a regular person, I know more people than not that are not doing the work within themselves to live higher. Stuck in anxiety and depression, anger, violence, making all these rash, immature decisions. Parents to people. I be seeing people parents to somebody. You leading somebody else in the way that you act and the things that you do is foolish. It makes no sense. And I'm tired of it. You know why? Because I do a lot of work in these schools with these kids, and I see that they are held accountable for their behaviors, but it's not their fault. They are a product of their environment, literally. They parents down talk, and that's why they go to school bullying. They don't feel worthy. Because guess what? We ain't living worthy. So how the kids gonna feel worthy if they don't hear enough people that live worthy, that speak highly of one another, that help each other in the street when they see something happening? My friend got attacked with her baby, and nobody helped her. Thank God the person didn't touch her baby, but nobody helped her. I'm sure somebody recorded it. What kind of world do we live in that we see people? I'll put my life on the line to help somebody else. I promise you, if I ever saw a woman being attacked and she got her baby, what does it take? Of course I want to live. I'm not jumping in every fight that I see, but I try to interject when I see people like, come on, y'all, we don't got to do it. It's not worth it. It's never worth it. Tell me one time. I bet you if anybody that was in this situation would take off, if anybody could say so, nothing that they argued about that night was worth this man being dead. And 9 times out of 10, all the things that we argue about and fights happen and it's all this damage and emotional trauma left behind, it's never been worth it. I've been in so many traumatic situations, whether it be family, I've seen fights, domestic violence. None of it was never worth it. It's just been traumatic to me and my mind and me trying to live higher. But guess what? We don't have to stay stuck in it. I've been through all those things. I'm out of it now. I live higher. And I only want to associate and affiliate with people that live higher. And I'm only going to use my platform to remind people that we got to do better. Because it's disgusting. And not only is it disgusting, it's scary. The world is scary enough on our own. But damn, we can't even look to one another for help. Wow. Whether it be in our regular community here or even in the world, they leaving Khari for dead. Got the nerve, the LeBron, to come out as a Capricorn. I'm hurt. To come out on some coonery. It's not right. What are we talking? You don't even know what you talking about. What you standing up for when there's plenty other social issues that you could come out and say something about, but you don't. Why choose that? Whose side are you trying to make sure that you stay on? Not your own people? That is mind-boggling to me. Especially when this man really didn't even do anything. I don't even keep up what's going on. I can just tell that when a black person says something that's out of place, they want you back in your place. Master want you back in your place. And it's crazy when you look up and see the people that you admire living in that modern day slavery. And when you get that money, you realize that, dag, them people ain't a part of that community no more. That common unity that my father always talks about. Everybody that we think is a part of our community really is not. I'm starting to realize it's less people a part of my community than I think it is, than I thought it was. Way less. I thought it was a whole pillar of people, family, friends. No. All my people have been networking people. When I changed my way of thinking and the things I cared about, like mental health, emotional intelligence, financial literacy, I found myself in the rooms of different places of people who think the same way. Those my people. When I connect on social media and use it for the right reasons, not stalking the shade room and all these celebrities' pages and all the things, I don't care about nothing they doing. I'm happy when things are good for people. I'm proud of Carisha and Diddy. I see what you're doing for others, God. You know what I'm saying? I like that kind of understanding. But other than that, let's get back to what really matters. And what really matters is every single day talking about mental health. What really matters is every single day pouring into these kids. What really matters is every day trying to live higher and be a better person. What do y'all care about? You know why? It's because nobody knows purpose, so nobody knows what they care about. So nobody cares about nothing. It's getting old. It's getting real old. And guess what else is getting old? Y'all. Y'all getting old. Y'all gonna wake up one day with nothing. No values, no morals, no stability, no business, no legacy. What are y'all doing every single day? I wake up so fulfilled, going to these schools and making sure I touch one kid that wants to stay connected, making one person feel heard, connecting heart to heart with one old person and making them feel seen and valued in this world, helping one person out, complimenting one stranger. It takes nothing out of me because guess what? It feeds my soul. I feel so full of life and love. Look at how I'm glowing. I am so beautiful. Because I'm beautiful on the inside and out. A lot of y'all are mad, ugly on the inside and out. Everybody out here getting their body done thinking they banging. No. It falls apart after a while. It's not giving what it's supposed to have gave. It really is not. Because the real work, the real surgery that needs to be done is in this mind. Worried about all the wrong things. Worried about getting money and you living foul. A lot of people scamming getting money, not even doing nothing with it. Not doing the right thing. The lack of financial literacy. That when you finally do touch some bread, that you still didn't flip a house. You still didn't invest in a property. You're just buying clothes and living at home. Wonder why you anxious and depressed. It's like I'm tired of seeing the same cycle, and then I'm tired of also seeing people not doing the work. I've done the work. It's hard. The growing is hard. It's difficult. It's emotional. It's draining. But the other side is so freeing. My life has never been better. I don't know how many times I have to say it. There are times and days where I'm annoyed about certain things, but I promise to God, it's so cliche. I can't find one thing to complain about right now. It's not even, I wish I had more money. It ain't even about the money right now. It can't even be about the money. The blessings are flowing so easily. It ain't even about the money. I'm happy where I am. I love my life. I love myself. I'm happy that when I leave my house, I make a purpose to serve others every single day. And I have been checking my attitude and my irritation levels and realizing it never had anything to do with anybody else. It was the trauma that I've been through in life, the household that I grew up in, the easily attached to anger and annoyance that I'm letting go of. How can we ever find our soft life, women, if we don't let go of the trauma and the anger, hurt, depression, sadness? Oh, it's the men that's doing it. Surround yourself by better men. Enough already. Stop blaming everybody else. I asked a friend on Facebook the other day, men, have y'all ever been taken out on dates? I just want to see the quality. Men saying, oh, no, women just be selfish, worried about them. Pick better women. Oh, no, but you can't. Yes, that's it. Everybody is going to stop living in a world where we stop blaming other people and understand that it's only us that's making these bad choices that keep us in the bad situations that we don't want to be in. Stop complaining about it and make better choices. It's not that men aren't good to you. You just keep picking the wrong men. But out of desperation, out of loneliness, you get tired of waiting. I'm not tired of waiting. I'm waiting on the Lord. Yeah, it get lonely. So what? Deal with it. Deal with it. Sit in the loneliness. Because guess what? Every time I'm lonely, rechannel your energy and go work out. And I keep getting finer by the day. Every time I'm bored, read. And I get smarter by the day. More financially educated by the day. Because I'm pouring into myself. I'm not looking for anybody to pour into me. And that's when the right people find themselves into your life. Men, women, everybody. All the right people. When I start letting go all the bad ones, the family, the friends, the anybody. I've been connecting with all the right people, and we're so passionate about this. And that's what keeps me hopeful that change is going to come. I'm just redirecting my world. Because I'm creating the life that I want to see for myself. I'm being the change that I want to see. And I'm recreating my world. And now in my new world, we are going to start taking accountability for how we are contributing to deaths like Takeoff's. All of us are contributing to what happened to him because we think it's okay to just always want to argue and fight. We think it's okay walking around with guns. I want y'all men to understand that's the most cowardly, insecure thing that you can do. If you are not a security guard, just walking around with guns and thinking that's the first thing to do, I think guns should stay in your house. If anybody tries to come to you, you attack them. But everybody should not be walking around. No one in this world should walk around with a gun in the street. Why? 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 Because if you get into a heated situation with somebody, it's going to be life or death. That's what it comes down to. The whole world is lacking emotional intelligence. It's not even the black community. In my emotional intelligence book, more people in the world do not know anything about it or what to do or tap in. And that's why everything is so chaotic. No self-awareness, which leads to no self-management. You're out of control. You just do what you want and you think it's okay. And that's why your life is in turmoil. No social awareness either. I had to learn social awareness so that I'm not annoyed and irritated. I see people coming. I don't like being bothered, so I see them coming. I'm ready to help them before they could even interrupt me while I'm doing something. That's emotional intelligence. Not why they keep interrupting me and now they annoying me. No, girl, be aware enough that when they're coming, catch them first. How may I help you? Scram. Simple. No relationship management. That's the problem in this world. You know why? Because we don't have no relation to one another. We see each other in the street. There's no smiles. There's no hugs. There's no kisses. There's hate. We don't help each other's businesses. We not helping push each other forward. I'm only surrounding myself by those. All these networking events I go to, we're all there for the same purpose. So I want your car. You want mine. I want to help you. You want to help me. And we just keep pushing each other forward. That place over there that I am now is so good. The people I know, they so good. They doing the Lord's work, and I just want to be a part of it. I no longer want to be a part of, associated with, affiliated with anybody, the likeness of. I've been stopped watching things celebrity do, but I see I'm about to start crossing a lot of people off the list because y'all not really about nothing. And I'm not going to keep feeding my spirit with mess. I love music. I'm never going to stop loving music. Some stuff is just already imprinted in my heart, but I can say that I'm going to start being more mindful. I haven't listened to the Drake stuff yet, and I will not. I refuse, because that is me boycotting and protesting against the fact that black people going to do better. Black men going to start being accountable for being respectful. And if you're not, then don't talk to me. I don't like you, period. And go talk to the people that are low vibrational, women that don't mind. Go bump it. I do. And it's okay. There's no judgment there, but I'm redirecting and recreating my own world. I be making my cards because I be having so much on my mind, but I don't even need it. The biggest question that I saw today on one of my favorite pages, Express Yourself, Black Man. And that's where I find my hope. That's where I find my joy. Earn Your Leisure, Wall Street Trapper, my other guy that always be cursing, what's his daggone name? Gary V. I keep high vibrations on my digital wellness. I keep high vibrations on my social media. I keep my digital wellness clean. I keep my brain clean. I asked my kids the other day, how much of y'all take a bath? Yeah, we take a bath every day. Oh, okay, so how often do y'all bathe y'all brains? Oh, we don't know. Y'all ain't the only ones, but what I'm so happy about with my kids is that we can catch them now. How dirty are y'all brains? Because they're filthy. And a lot of people don't even be taking baths every day either. Not even just mental ones. I want y'all to clean it up. I'm sorry. I'm sick. So like I was saying, like what was on Express Yourself, Black Man, one of the pages I keep on my timeline when I'm scrolling. I scroll on good things. He talked about, do black men value the lives of other black men? Because at this point, we're confused. How, as a black man, do you want the world to care about you when you don't care about the world? And this is when it comes down to the rapping for me. Because as I listen deeper to certain things, and every song is about killing somebody and this, that, and the third, because you're going to kill the ops and then that. Somebody's the bully. If everybody's the ops, who's the victim? I don't know anymore. I don't know who's the victim. Because when I listen to these songs, it seems like everybody's the bully and everybody's the tough guy. But then when the tough guy gets got, we're all crying. It doesn't make any sense. We just need to stop. We don't need to lead with that. Black men don't need to lead with violence to be tough. Black men need to lead with expressing themselves and walking in power and showing us entrepreneurship. Them tough guys are the Earn Your Leisure guys. They so powerful to me. They so powerful to me because that's all they care about. It's not about, those are grown men that if they need to defend themselves in this world, they can and they will. But do they walk this earth feeling like I have to represent myself as I will shoot you? Hell no. Guess what they doing? They are kingdom building and trying to inform people on how to live better and what to do. And not only that, putting up and coming people on their platform so that we can all help each other. They are building community. They are rebuilding the community. And those are the people that the rappers need to be associated with and getting money with. Y'all keep worried about these contracts that is modern day slavery. Seems like it with basketball, seems like it with rapping, seems like it with all of this stuff. Modern day slavery contracts, can't even express yourself the way you want to. I don't know about what's going on here. When if maybe we band together, y'all all got the bandwidth to create our own community, our own banks, our own record labels, our own, and don't have nobody that's not black on it. So that we can finally stop being afraid to live higher. Because sometimes I'm seeing in the social media era, black celebrities are afraid to live higher because they don't want to lose their endorsements. They don't want to lose their coin. So that makes me feel like, are you really making it on your own? Or is it being generated by somebody else? And for me, I realized that in this world, we need other people, right? So if my money is being generated, I want it to be generated by people that I'm aligned with so that I can at least trust them. All money is not good money. And guess what? I always say I'm going to be a millionaire, and I am. But I'm really realizing it's not about money. I just want to be comfortable in life. And I want to get money with people who I can trust. I want to get money with people who stand for what I stand for, because this world is scary. And if you live every single day not knowing what you stand for, you're going to be victim to this world in one way or another. Just because you don't care about nothing. And there's so many different ways to get got. So we just want to know, do Black lives matter to black men? Because if it does, can we start living like it? Do Black lives matter to black women? To each other, when y'all talking to each other on the internet, cutting each other down instead of building each other up and helping each other, and stop feeling like competition. I see no competition when I look at other women. I just uplift them. They're beautiful. I see beautiful things about all the women that I see when I come in contact with them. I see no reason to be like comparing myself to nobody. What somebody else does is not what I do, it never will be, because I'm me and I'm sure of it. But when you're unsure, Nicki Minaj, you start feeling bothered and you start losing hold of that queen that we all know you to be, my love. Pick your head back up. And silence is the best option. You think Beyonce would ever? That's why it's like, you're supposed to be the rap Beyonce on that tier of unbotheredness. You see the way Rihanna cleaned her life up. She just doesn't do the social media. She do what she want and post. Because she had her mean girl era, her toxic era, her low self-esteem era, and not doing the right things with her platform. And guess what? She knows she a billionaire. You got to live like it. Y'all little millionaires, I think I need to start saying I'm going to be a billionaire, because the millionaires don't know how to act. They still living in the gutter with the mentality, and I'm not here for it. We give so much easy attention to toxicity, and then we want to be stubborn when it comes to conversations like this, when it comes to mental health, when it comes to therapy, when it comes to doing better with the decisions we make. We always want to lead with our ego and our pride when all of it is not beneficial. I'm telling you, I really realize how much more has been beneficial to me to let go of my ego and my attitude and my pride and just be kind as I can. And some people are difficult to deal with, and I'd be like, okay, be blessed, because you're not about to throw me off. I'm trying to be a good person, and I'm pretty sure you got more going on in your life that's negative than I do. So I hope you feel better. That's it, and with love, not even being condescending, because I don't have the energy. The world is too scary. And guess what? I actually feel more protected by the Lord when I know I'm putting good energy out. So I know when I say my daily prayers and I do my meditation, which we getting ready to do in a second, of peace and protection, I know I really am protected. Now, I keep my shank with me, but I know, because faith without works is dead. So you got to have faith the Lord going to protect you, but you got to make sure that thing works. And that's the only reason why. It's sad that I have to go into a world feeling like I have to carry a weapon to protect myself. But y'all don't have no excuse with these guns. That's just bottom line. I could be victimized in the street for absolutely no reason, minding my business. Y'all start arguing and think you got to shoot to kill or to scare or to intimidate or whatever the heck be going through y'all minds. But guess what? Let me tell everybody right now, just come close. Anybody that has ever shot a gun and killed somebody in that way, it's always come from a place of fear, anxiety, depression, sadness, and insecurity. I lost one of my closest bros, the first person that ever died in my life that got killed when I was 15 by the biggest loser on the block from another block. The biggest loser on the block. Never seen them, never heard of him. And the one person that you hear is the one that did it was him? Why? Because you want to be the cool guy? That's fear and insecurity. Y'all all nerds. I'm chin checking everybody. Y'all nerds. And you know what the real issue is too? All the nerds with the guns don't even know how to shoot. I've been to the shooting range. Y'all want to go see? I could pull my daggone target practice thing out. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. But y'all out here just shooting people, shooting babies. I be seeing videos, people just be shooting in the air, just scared. Y'all scared to even live the life that y'all living. You're still doing it. How dare you? Y'all not about nothing. So cut the act, cut the facade. Let the imposter syndrome go already. That imposter syndrome where you feel so inadequate that you have to overcompensate in certain ways. I'm telling y'all good enough. Y'all good enough to be better than scamming. Y'all good enough to be better than robbing and stealing, because if you're that crafty to be able to steal, hack into a car, hack into an Instagram, then you could be the highest level at an IT company. What is wrong? But I understand we never get that motivation early enough in life, but it's our responsibility now. It's not our fault that it doesn't happen for us. It's our responsibility. 20 and 30-year-old. 40, 50, 60, it's not even about age. It's about deciding to change that low quality poverty mindset. I'm sick of it. That anger comes from poverty mindset. You mad because you feel like you never going to get out of here. You never going to get enough money. Well, if you put enough time into yourself, your purpose, your energy, then you'll see how fast you get to the bag. I never realized it before. Once I really started using my personality for the right ways. I use my aggression in this moment in a place of passion and purpose. Not arguing. Not when I'm at work and my manager's getting on my nerves. I be having to calm myself down because I have to have effective communication to get what I want. You got to fight with the facts. We supposed to live higher, so fight when the facts are right. That's when you fight. We fighting over BS and getting killed over nothing. Losing our jobs over dumb stuff. Fight when the facts are right and communicate effectively so that you can walk in power and talk in power. When I learned how to maneuver properly, I got more done at work. I am powerful everywhere I go. I don't feel out of place anywhere. You know where I'm starting to feel out of place? With my own people, because it's just too low quality. Everywhere I turn, I got to unfriend somebody. Somebody saying something stupid. And then want to fight hard for the wrongest thing, wrong and strong. I'm done with it. But for my ancestor, Miss Harriet A. Tubman, A is for Asia Lee, I'm leading my people to freedom. Only the ones that want to go. To freedom! Only the ones that want to go. And everybody else on this low quality poverty mindset, you're going to get left behind. And I'm praying for you because your life is on the line. I want you to know that. And I'm not being funny in any way. Your life is on the line. Every black person out here, everybody that is watching this right now, your life is on the line if you don't take control of your emotional intelligence and you don't start living better and you don't start finding a way to serve other people. If you don't start finding a way to help your community so that you may be helped. Everybody looking for help. Everybody want to be saved. Everybody want money. Everybody want a bag but ain't doing nothing for nobody else. I'm sick. And I'm tired. I'm sick and I'm tired. So let me check my notes because I think I've been covering all of it. This was a heart-to-heart. It definitely was. And we're going to have more conversations because I've been connected with more people that want to talk about this stuff. And we're going to talk about it. And we're going to beat it over everybody's heads until you either leave, move, or you come. And we welcome everybody that just wants change. That's what my life coaching is here for. If you don't know what to do, I'm telling you, I have the tools. Do you want them or not? Or do you just want to stay stuck? Because that's what I'm starting to realize. A lot of our people are content and complacent in the poverty mindset, mentally, physically, and financially. Some people feel like what they have is just enough. It's better than what their parents had. It's better than what their grandparents had. And it still ain't much of nothing. It's a crumb. We deserve to live higher. I am going to see myself at my highest level. I'm already there. And I'm going to keep showing people. And then I know that y'all going to wait till I'm all the way where y'all want to see it at first. Even though I'm doing the work in front of your face. And then you're going to want to listen. And that's when it's going to cost you. So no worries. Take all of this advice as nothing, please. I beg you, because it's free. Take it all as nothing. Don't write a thing down. Don't write a thing down, buddy. I want to tell y'all right now that the power of emotional intelligence is going to get you a lot further in life. It's going to save your life because we think we're right even when people do stupid stuff. Like, for example, the other day I was in a cab while I was calling an Uber, and I'm in a rush somewhere. And I'm literally 1 block away from where he says he is. So I'm in the street. I can see I have my glasses on. So I'm like, where is he? Not moving, not moving, not moving. I call him. He's like, I'm at the light, straight bold-faced lying to my face. And that pisses me off bad. Because it's like, you think I'm stupid? And that's that ego. That's what it start getting you angry, because this man don't know me. He don't think I'm stupid. He's obviously stupid because I'm standing right here and you're lying. Now you're going to feel stupid when I see you. Simple. Take the ego out. He don't think I'm stupid. He's stupid. I get to him. Hello, hi. Yeah, I've been standing here this whole entire time. And he knew I was pissed off. The old me would have been like, what the fuck are you really doing? And why would you sit here and lie when I've been sitting here watching you and you sitting at the light? Don't play with me. Now hurry up and take me where I need to go, because I'm telling you, just nasty. And that's where that femininity is nowhere to be found. And I don't want to be that girl. So I said, hello, sir. Unfortunately, I am in a rush to go somewhere, and I've been standing here for a while, and I literally saw that you were not at the light. You were parked to the side. Did he have anything to say? Absolutely not. He didn't. Now let's go. I said, I'm in a rush. Thank you. I appreciate you. Because me cursing him out could make him nervous. He'd get me in a car crash. You know, it's like, it's not beneficial to us to always feed that ego and feed that anger and feed that violence. People be like, yeah, somebody talk about my kids, I'm beating their ass. All right, and imagine if they beat you up and you end up dead. Now you fought because somebody said something about your kids. Lack of emotional intelligence, because who cares? Sticks and stones, sticks and stones. We know words hurt. We get it. We know. But when you know yourself, how bad do they really hurt? I'm going to tell you that right now. The more I know myself, nobody can tell me anything. And I don't even have a high sense of self where I can't be told nothing. But when I know, when you have increased your emotional intelligence, you know when other people are talking from a place of insecurity. So I don't got to feed that. Think I got to waste my energy on somebody that's talking to me from a place of hurt and pain? No, I'm happy and joyous and peaceful. Got time for that. And I can live that way too. I'm happy and joyous and peaceful. I was on my way to my event to speak to my kids. Why would I take myself out of that realm and be frustrated now and curse him out? Girl, stay true to yourself and your purpose. So, sir, hurry up and get me to where I need to go. And next time, don't play with me, because I'm sitting here and I'm watching you in the middle of the street. Ding. You can still be yourself. I have learned to use my personality in the best ways. Like I said, I used to be a bully. Now I go to school talking to these kids about bullying and getting them to understand the importance of the power in our words. Cut it out. Stop talking about people. And I have to start with them, because y'all grown ass bullies. That bully behavior on the internet is absolutely horrendous. And that's why the kids are like that. And that's why suicide prevention. And just like the rapping and the shooting and killing, everybody want to cry when these things happen. But y'all the reason. The adults are the reason why the kids are bullying and shooting up the schools. They're sad. They're unattended. These latchkey kids, I'm seeing 7-year-olds going downstairs to get the food. Where's your mom? And why are you sending a baby out in the dark to go pick up the food because you didn't feel like it? Because you laid up? Because you're doing this, that, and the third? 7-year-olds don't answer the front door. Protect your children. That's why they don't have a sense to protect one another, because they don't feel protected. And guess what? I was one of those kids. I did not always feel protected. And not that my parents left me for dead, but it's that life was just always uncertain. So I grew up just anxious. Check in with your kids, but you don't check in with your kids because you never checked in with yourself. And that's why we're going to take accountability for how we're ruining each other. We're ruining our children. We don't care about what they think. You think because they little kids, they ain't going through nothing. Oh, shut up. Talking down to them. Telling them they fat. What is wrong with people? Do the work already, because it's disgusting. And I'd be ready to call it out every time I see it. Don't talk to them like that. Give them an opinion. Allow them to be somebody, because they grow up and be a big ass you. nothing and nobody, with no opinion about nothing but negativity and shade room and gossip and hee and ha, and then go inside your house, inside your room, and you really depressed and anxious. Enough. The cycle is our fault. You don't got to sit in the depression, anxiety. Live at your highest self already. Stop down talking yourself with that imposter syndrome. It's starting to piss me off. I see and I know so many great people that just don't think so. They think, and my pastor preached a sermon this week that was so amazing. You think it's by chance. You think it's luck. No, you're really just that great, guys. We're really just that great, and it's time that we finally start walking in it and living like it. It's okay. It's okay. It is okay. But you know what's not okay? Us dying off like Takeoff. I'm hurt. I'm tired. It's not necessary. The violence, the anger, the attitude is getting us nowhere. Yet we want so much out of life. We want all this luxury and vacation and this, that, and third, but not realizing that it's not the money that's going to get us there. It's this. It's this right here. And if you don't change it, you never going to have it. And if you don't find ways to help other people, you're never going to have it. And if you keep looking at this world as something to show and take pictures on your phone, instead of a community of people that we need to grab and reach one another and hold each other and hug each other, tell each other we love each other, strangers and all, celebrities and all, have each other back. What's wrong with y'all? You finally get to a certain place and then you don't care about nobody no more, really? I'm going to care about people for the rest of my life. So before we go, because it's getting a little long-winded, I want to just talk about some tools. We talk about therapy. Journaling is great for men and women. Talk about your feelings. Check in with how you feel. Why? What you're going to do about them. Exercise. Self-help books. Staying away from sex, they say, and it's difficult. Now, I've been struggling, but I've been doing a good job. Even with the extracurriculars, they say don't touch yourself at all. That's what they say. And I'm trying to just live higher, whatever that means. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out, because what I do know, what I see is what I don't fucking like. And I know that when I try different things, I'm like, wow, this has been good. This book was great. This finance book was amazing. This seminar was good. This mentorship program was awesome. That workout was dope. Wow, I tried yoga. Damn, it was hard, but I felt good and I felt stronger. My body is getting stronger. My mind is getting stronger. My heart is getting softer. Damn, do you want to feel good about life already or not? It's like people be seeing me and I glow so well. I just make people laugh and smile all day because I'm happy. And it's bigger than happiness. I have joy. So you can't take the happiness away. That's why people be tight. You can frustrate me a little bit and I'm a violate. Look. That's the lack of emotional intelligence, because it does take over me sometimes. When I be at work, they be, ooh, baby, I be getting them right. And I be, Asia, bring it back. We not perfect. And I'm not trying to make myself seem like I am and I get it all together. Look how that just came out. That's real. And you got to bring it back, because that's not going to be productive. When they piss me off at work and I realize I'm ready to violate, nah, you still got to keep your friends close and your enemies close. Hey, y'all, good morning. I was just having a rough day yesterday. My bad. Nah, I said what I meant. Okay. But the point is that you got to know how to maneuver in this world, because that's the only thing that's going to have us surviving. What's not going to have us surviving is anger and violence. Takeoff died, y'all. If y'all don't care about that and you just want to be sad and, oh, Takeoff, if you really care about Takeoff, and you really think that what happened to Takeoff was absolutely horrendous and wrong and shouldn't happen to nobody, and somebody should be held accountable, then start holding yourself accountable to live higher. Start holding yourself accountable to be more emotionally intelligent and more socially aware, knowing when to get out of situations, knowing when you might be triggered to want to do the wrong thing, to have a better relationship management, knowing when not to be around people that are not aligned with you. How about that? If you care about Takeoff and you think that what happened to him should not happen to anybody else, and you don't want it to happen to you, because it can and it will. As long as we keep thinking it's okay arguing and fighting with people, as long as we want to be so combative about everything, as long as we want to be mad when people talk about our kids, as long as we ready to whip somebody ass. If it's not that you need to protect yourself from these crazy mentally ill people on the train or in the street, stay out the way. I used to be so argumentative. Call me coochie oochie woochie. Bitch, I don't care. I don't got nothing to say. Nope, I ain't got no attitude. I ain't bump you. I ain't do none of that. I look cute. What is wrong with y'all? You think I get dressed to look cute and look good and y'all go out and get fly, go to the club and want to shoot and leave with blood on your clothes? What is wrong? I don't need nobody pulling on my hair, touching me. Don't touch me. I am pretty. But when you don't think highly of yourself, you ready to get in the gutter. It's like, I thinking of me fighting right now is atrocious. I couldn't imagine, like, your clothes being ripped off, titties being, like, whoa, no, ma'am. How do we want to represent ourselves? I love being seen as the high-most queen in the room. And I walk like it and I talk like it and I'm going to act like it forever. And that I will never allow my ego and my pride to determine, oh, she think I can't fight. I don't care what anybody thinks, if they think I can fight or not. I have so many things to live for. I don't want to fight. I don't want anybody to touch me. I don't want to hurt nobody else unless I am being threatened. Now, if my life is at threat, then it is what it is. But I'm still doing everything I can to take myself out of those situations. Because is any argument worth me dying over? Oh, my life felt threatened, so now I had to fight. No, let me get the hell out of here because my life felt threatened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta go. I got bags to get to. I have people to inspire. I have people to motivate. I have people to uplift and encourage. I have children to save whose parents not spending enough time thinking about how they feeling. Okay? And what are you doing with your life every day? How you feeding into your kids? And if you don't have any, how you feeding into somebody else's kids? Tired of y'all. Y'all be doing a whole lot of nothing but getting fly. Living in the dusty crust of wherever crevices and corners y'all live. So you're not that fly. Nobody cares about none of them clothes. The way y'all put it together half the time, I don't like it anyway. All this fashion though will be shitting on y'all. But okay, that's not what we here for. Before we go, we going to keep on talking about the tools that we use. We are going to stop recording and we're going to help our neighbors. And one way, I just want to challenge everybody today, do something nice for a stranger. Give a compliment, hold the door, hold a conversation. Be curious, be kind, help somebody out. I was in Kennedy's the other day and a guy, he left his card, then his phone died. And I'm like, listen, the pizza guy said that you could charge your phone here. When it turns on, you could send me the money. I'll pay for it. It's nothing. Help people. Help people any way you can. Live, love, serve. Oh, but let's let that go. We're going to do a little bit of meditation. And what I love in my newfound meditation practices is breathing in what I want for myself, and then we're going to breathe in what we want for the breathe out what we want for the world. So we're not breathing in that positivity and then breathing out negativity. It's all positive vibes over here. I'm breathing in peace for myself. And I'm breathing out peace for the entire world because we need it. Breathing in protection from the random dangers that just occurred from the school shootings and the killings and the stabbings and the rapings and molestation and the just mess and the gunfights and the random stray bullets that hit children in the park for no reason. I'm breathing in the protection of myself. And I'm breathing out the protection of my community, whoever actually wants to be in it and live higher. I'm not breathing out any meditation, therapeutic prayers for anybody that just want to keep living low vibrationally, because it's not enough room for y'all, okay? But these breaths are going to the people that deserve to live high. We breathing in wealth. Breathing out wealth for everybody else around there. We are breathing in purpose. Breathing out purpose for everybody else out there, because you have to really finally understand why you're here. Why you wake up every day. I literally wake up to use my personality to make other people feel good, because I feel good. That's it. It's simple. I like to make people feel comforted, loved, protected, smile. That's it, because that's how I feel on the inside. So what are you using your life for? That's all we want to know. That's all that matters. That's all that we need to be doing, because we cannot keep having this takeoff stuff happening. I'm tired. It's not right. It all ties back into everything I just said, though. That one moment ties in the fact that we lack emotional intelligence, we lack purpose, we lack self-esteem, fear. We killing each other because we scared, don't even know how to shooting the wrong people, not taking up for one another, recording this man while he's on the floor in his last moments. No dignity and respect about ourselves and how we treat each other. God damn. We breathing in some respect. Breathing out respect for the world. We're breathing in authenticity. Not living from that imposter syndrome. Breathing it out. Breathing out that imposter syndrome for the world. Y'all don't have to do that no more. Be yourself. Be who God called you to be. Be the nerd that you really are. You're not a shooter. You a nerd. If your butt flat, be that girl. Who you trying to impress? A man that has mental health issues and needs you to really just be authentically there for him? But most of the girls with their body done, they so worried about all the wrong things, they can't even show up in personality. The men so mentally messed up, they can't even show up in romance and gentlemanness because it's not there. It's like we can't love on one another because we're not loving on ourselves enough. And that's the problem. I used to think it was about my dating life. It ain't about my dating life. It's about the whole daggone world is jacked up. So I'm not worried about dating. Every man that tries to talk to me, I try to form a good, nice friendship with them and figure out what the hell is wrong because I know it's something. Is it workable? We'll see. Who knows in the next episode of Asia League. Okay? But my mindset is never there. I'm just here to help people. Hey. And knowing that, no. We out of here. I don't even care if I had more stuff on my cards because I'm pretty sure I didn't. I just want to make sure that y'all just stop just existing and start living in a place of something. What are you living from? What are you living for? No purpose. The pain is necessary. We have to rebuild this community back up. And we got to start unfollowing the people that's not helping do it. We got to stop putting those negative images in our head. We got to stop letting people take us backwards. Affiliate with those that's going where you going. And then I'm paying attention to where people going. If I see you not going nowhere or you going backwards, I'm staying away from you. I love y'all. I love everybody that I've known for so long, I promise you. But a lot of people that I've known are not doing the work, and I cannot be associated with it because the work is hard. And I'm not preaching to no choirs. Harriet did not preach in the choir. She led the Underground Railroad. She said, let's go. Whoever is ready to be out. The people that was ready to be out, we was out. It's that simple. Everybody that wanted to stay on the plantation stayed there. And whatever happened to them, happened to them. I'm just here to say that I don't want whatever happened to us to happen to us. I want us all to be free, mentally, physically, and financially. And even the celebrities, y'all need to be free financially because clearly you're not. If you got to be silenced to stand up for your own people. Everybody is accountable. Everybody is responsible for the lack right now. In every way. It's just... All right, Asia. Because we said we was being nice. Be a part of the community. Be a part of the community. It feels good to love on people. My journey is not over. It's just getting started. And I am putting it out there into the world that I'm going to take this to the highest plateau. I'm going to be the next Oprah that speaks with the celebrities about holding them accountable to do better. Dig deeper as to what the hurt and pain is that's going on and what they think is the solution for us to rebuild our lives and our community because we ain't rebuilt it yet. We ain't rebuilt the damn thing. It's their responsibility to rebuild it because they got the coins to actually do so, not even doing nothing with it. All broken, all arguing with each other. Instead of drowning in drugs and liquor, guys, let's start drowning in some knowledge, some love, some self-care, some exercise, some mentorship. Follow the people that are going where you want to go and stop listening and surrounding yourself by people that's stuck where you've always been. Stop being complacent. Stop being content with nothing. Stop being content with the bare minimum. Stop being content with them low vibrations. Think higher, think better, think smarter, think more mature, think wiser. When you think of yourself higher, some stuff is low quality for you to even say and do. time to wake up. We've been asleep long enough, and we cannot waste another day on this mission. And I'm not wasting no more days. I'm about to get in y'all ass, okay? Young Harriet. I think Young Harriet might just be over and out. Because I really got to touch on everything, and I love that about myself. Let me tell y'all quick something that in this journey that I've been on of letting go of my anxiety, overthinking, and not really appreciating my gifts, I'm letting it go because I really am great. And I really, every time I do it, I still have anxiety. I didn't even want to make the episode, but I did. I wanted to make it so bad that I didn't want to do it. It's like, I get what goes on up here. But guess what? When you strong enough, you fight through it. You just do it and you enjoy it. And then you look back and be like, wow, I did it. And that was another great episode of Howley Season. I love you guys. And I'll be back for more. I would love to hear more feedback on more specifics of what we can get into. But until then,